The cornfield next door is well above my head. The sky above is hazy gray and dotted with white clouds. It's oppressively hot and intolerably humid. Thank God for air conditioning and for ice water. Today is the start of my 5th year of retirement, and I still have a long list of things that I want to accomplish before I'm too old and too tired and too feeble. The clock that tells me how much time I have left has no numbers, it has no hands, and it just ticks away the hours. In this video, I'd like to talk about how I spend my time and how it's different from the way I wish I could spend it. I have 2 YouTube channels that I manage, and most days are spent, at least in part, writing and filming and editing videos, while simultaneously worrying about whether what I publish has any interest or value to anybody but myself. It's nearly 1 p.m. on a Wednesday, and I've been at the keyboard for more than 3 hours today, researching and writing. Now I have the equipment set up, and I'm ready to record the raw footage, and then once that's done, I will put it in my editing software and form it into something that makes sense before I go the next step, which is to publish it up on YouTube. My half-empty coffee cup sits here on the desk next to my elbow, and the coffee's cold, undrinkable. In the kitchen, I can hear the dishwasher swishing and swashing as it cleans up yesterday's dishes. The National Weather Service has issued a strong thunderstorm watch for this afternoon here, so I need to go outside and walk the yard, pick up all of those things that might get tossed around by the wind. It just seems like the planning never stops. Near my feet, curled up into a tight furry ball, is Hobbs, our ragdoll cat. And just beyond the window, I can hear a kingfisher in the tree. 2 more hours, and that's all I can afford to set aside today for YouTube. Then I've got to get something else checked off of my list. What choices have you made in retirement? How do you want to spend your time? After all, probably for the first time in decades, the time is now all yours. You're the only one that controls your time. For me, it's about trying to slow down, slow my brain, to be more present, and to be less distracted. Next week, I'll be putting the top down on my convertible, and I'm heading for the Black Hills of South Dakota to meet up with an old friend of mine. He is a singer-songwriter, and he's asked me to come to the Black Hills to collaborate on an album that he's working on currently. And I'm desperately looking forward to the opportunity to reconnect. I need to remove things from my schedule that are clogging it up. In another 3 weeks, I'll be hosting a family reunion here at my house, and I expect 30 to 40, maybe 50 people to be here. And there's still a lot of planning that remains to be done. For me, retiring is finding the proper balance between all these disparate demands, mostly which I placed on myself. Balance. It sounds easy. How do we choose what's really important and what's not? What is a need versus what is a want? For most of us, prior to retirement, we worried about whether we would be able to stay busy, to stay connected, or whether we would just get bored. I retired about 8 months before I intended to, and that was to become my wife's full-time caregiver in the last months of her life. That work really kept me from thinking about retirement. I was too busy, too exhausted. After my wife passed, I began to actually start thinking about retirement, what I would like to do. I had a vision of what retirement was supposed to look like, but it wasn't to be. I began to try to reinvent my life, and I'm still working on that reinvention today. I'm Dan with the Retirement Shift, and I hope you come back time and time again. I'd love to have the opportunity to begin a conversation about what your expectations in retirement are. Compare them to what mine are. I think we have something in common, and I'd love to talk about it. If you think this video is valuable, I would love it if you would subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, give me some sort of indication that you enjoyed what I produced. In the meantime, thanks for stopping.